My mom works a normal day from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and once she comes home, the first thing she does is take off her shoes, pour a glass of wine, turn on the TV, and sit on the couch until she has to go to sleep. She does nothing but watch her favorite TV show every night, even though she has stacks and stacks of insurances that she needs to review and file to actually get paid. She even often complains to me how she never gets any of her paperwork done and how little time she has. Now don't get me wrong, she works really hard during her normal 10 to 8 hours. She puts in a lot of effort for her patients and communicate with her coworkers in order to have the clinic function efficiently. But why does she just come home and sit like a sack of potatoes on the couch and do nothing but watch TV? This brings me to the first point in the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller. The more we use our mind, the less minding power we have. Basically, we have a certain amount of willpower and we use it during the day. So by the end of the day, our willpower to do important stuff is actually drained and almost completely gone. And this is why my mom does not do anything when she comes home from work, but just watch TV. She used up all of her willpower and mind power during the day when she was working. And the amount of willpower she has left was almost completely gone. This leads us to the next point. Not everything matters equally, and success isn't a game won by whoever does the most. In addition to treating patients and being in charge of a team, my mom also spends portions of her day cleaning, picking up her phone, and texting people. Though it may not seem like a lot, by doing each of these little tasks, it is burning up small amounts of the willpower that she has. Also, by doing the cleaning and texting, she is not getting paid when she can get paid if she filed her insurances first. Some tasks are just not as important as others. Like instead of texting for 20 minutes, my mom could at least file 2 insurance papers and made money. This way she would have enough willpower to do the filing, and the willpower will be used more efficiently. The overarching main point of the book is, if you chase 2 rabbits, you will not catch either one. You want to focus on doing one important task first before actually doing any other trivial tasks. This way, you do not have to get distracted with small unimportant tasks, which can both waste your time and more importantly, use up your willpower. My mom tries to take on too many roles and it leaves other important roles filled with holes. My mom tries to be the janitor role, the secretary role, the doctor role, and some of the roles she does need to fill and take. But she just needs to focus on taking on one important role and focus solely on finishing that first, and then moving on to the next important role. Once you find your role or task to focus on, you need to make sure that you give 100% of your attention to it. And this brings us to the next point of the book. Even if you're on the right track, you will get run over if you sit there. There are so many instances in my life where I sit down to write an essay or to start a project, and then I find myself on YouTube watching dog and cat videos or just scrolling through my newsfeed on Facebook. You want to make sure that you give everything to that one role and task, and that you are not doing anything else and that there are no other distractions. The distractions can lead you off task and astray, and every time you realize that you're off task and try to focus up again, that burns a lot more willpower as well. Now, distractions do not just include YouTube and Facebook, but it can also include people as well. And this brings us to the next point. I don't know the keys to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. Sure, distractions can be your friend trying to text you or someone trying to talk to you, but the point of this statement is that you cannot make everyone happy if you want to be successful and focus on one role or task. For example, if you were doing a super big project and someone required something from you, would you do it just to make them happy? For me, a few months ago, I was working on one of my videos and it was getting late and my mom told me to go to bed. Now, I was in the middle of working on my video and I really wanted to continue, but my mom is the type of mom to scream and yell at me if I did not listen. Now, if it was just somebody else, I would just have ignored them and continued on making my video. So I listened to her and went to bed. After 10 minutes, when she was asleep, I got right back up and started making my videos again. Now, I listened to her because I did not want her to go on a tantrum. But if I listened to her entirely and just went to sleep, I would have lost so much time by trying to make her happy and pleasing her. And I wouldn't have done my one thing, which was making videos. Alright, just remember that you have a certain amount of willpower every single day. And once you've finished using it, it is gone until you go back to sleep and recharge yourself. This makes things not all equal, so make sure you focus on the important tasks and roles and you give your all to it. Thank you.